What's good? This is Kelby Canick, publisher of Making It Magazine, founder of the membership, and you are live with Making It for Indies and Mr. Dirty Fingers. What's
That's
good?
how you do it.
Doing good. So,
cool. Everything cool, sir. Everything cool. Just taking a lunch break, and I'm popping in with you. Shout out to everybody that's a member on the Making It for Indies site. Shout out to everybody that's been featured in the Making It for Indies magazine. My name is Dirty Fingers, Mr. Dirty Fingers on Instagram. When I'm not working for FedEx or being a great father and husband, I'm also a DJ. I play on college radio on the weekends up here in Northeast Pennsylvania, where I live, not where I'm from. I'm from New York, but we do college radio on the weekends. Funk Nation Radio is my show. Funk Nation is my brand. And I also run a record label where my artist, Javier the Gooden, is my son. And we're about to put out his new mixtape called Young Kings Wear Crowns Volume 2. This is a little bit about me. Let's take it back to Kelby.
all right. Now, so he just didn't answer all my questions. Like, I can't interview media people. So, let's talk about your journey.
I do this for real.
So he definitely, his son is a very talented artist. We look forward to doing an interview with him soon. Javier Gooden. He's also a member on the platform. So definitely check him out. Check that out. But Dirty Fingers, like you said, he's a DJ, and I think it's an interesting angle we can take with this interview. Is because you're not only is your son an artist on the platform, but you are also a tastemaker on the platform. And,
yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you to you and your wife for electing me to be a tastemaker on the platform. I appreciate it.
Well, see, and here's the thing: is like it was an organic thing. Like you're on the platform, like you're on the email list. We see you supporting, even though you're a professional. You manage your son, who's an artist, like. You are a consummate professional, and you're also supportive of other artists on their creative journey. And as a DJ, having a podcast, but also was it 3 FM radio stations? You're a program director at WTFS.
Yeah.
But then you also are on 2 other FM radio stations.
Yes, sir.
And I've literally. And this is where I say, like, what we do is, when in terms of PR, is we just connect the dots. Like, we've never pushed anyone on you, like, hey, we need you to play this artist or do anything with this artist. You just tap in on the lives, you tap in on the site, and you've added, I know, at least 10 or 15 artists that have gotten FM radio spins just from connecting with you through the platform, from you hearing their music. Could you speak a little bit to your experience on the platform as a tastemaker and discovering artists?
First off, shout out to the latest record that I'm playing from the platform that I really like. It's funny as hell, by Big Ree. Okay. I can't remember the name of the guest vocalist, but she looked. Yeah, before the that record. Oh man. I'm gonna make a movie of that record tonight. Oh man, I've been listening to that record all week. I think it was one of the last songs I played last week, and on my Independence Day show. So to answer your question, to give you guys some context, myself, Roberto Gooden, aka Dirty Fingers, has been a DJ on college radio since 2012. Since I was in college in 2012. The station that I started at is 90.3 WESS FM. It's at East Stroudsburg University in Northeast Pennsylvania in the Poconos area. I moved to Maryland to go back to school, to be closer to home, because at the time my daughter was just about ready to go to college. She wanted to go to college at home. So I decided to go to move into this area of Pennsylvania because that school contacted me back first regarding the radio station. Within 2 years of me being at that school, of being in Northeast Pennsylvania, and within 1 year of me being at that school, I helped make that station the #1 college radio station in the country, according to MTVU. At the time, MTVU had the Woody Awards that they did every year for Best College Radio Station. And when I became the marketing director for that station, we got on the map and we became the #1 college radio station in the country. That's a fact. You can look that up. Since then, my radio journey has taken me to New York, to the Matrix Studios, has taken me to NPR stations until we started our own station ultimately, which is WTFS-DB, which stands for The Function Sound, which is the name of my crew and the name of my movement. Up until 2 years, 2 years ago, this January will make it 2 years, I stopped operating that station as a 24-hour internet radio station with FM radio access, because 2 years ago I started focusing on my son's talent, and therefore I started the record label. So Funk Nation Radio continues to exist just as a mix show, Friday nights and Saturday nights live, and as a podcast. My podcast is up everywhere except Spotify. They're hating on the brother. And when I play an artist from a site like Making It for Indies, to go to the other part of what you wanted me to describe, when I'm on the Making It for Indies live, which is maybe where I saw you first, or I am on the YouTube, I'm listening for talent. I'm less apt to play my artist than more apt to be looking for talent to play. I like to play independent artists because it differentiates my show from everybody else's. It gives people a reason to lock into my show so they can hear new music. Artists that I like that I play on my show promote my show. That's one thing that I ask or almost demand. I'm not charging you. I'm not on that bullshit. But if I grab your music and I'm telling you I'm going to play it, you should be promoting it. That's 101 of being an artist, is promoting yourself. And when I'm on Making It for Indies, I'm listening for artists that I would like to play. And if I had a record label, which I do, would I put out that artist? Yeah, that's the reason why I would play it. So that's some of the criteria that makes me say, I like that. It's different. I would play it, or I would put that out. Hey, who are you? Kelby, who's this playing? As I normally put in the chat. And and then hey, if you should choose to, hey, send me a radio edit of that record. And the artists that respond, they hear their record, and if they're on top of their music business, then they see their record in their charts. They can see that it's being played in this market, and I'm the only one that has it, so they know it's me.
Right. And so and that's the kind of why I try to underscore what we do with our tastemakers, and why we've been just adamant about promoting our tastemakers more, and why we kind of restructured how we were doing our tastemaker program, is to put y'all more front and center, because I think a lot of times as artists end up spending a lot of money and time chasing after the people who are visible, and it's specifically online, and it's a lot of times a lot of time, energy, and money gets wasted on the people that they see versus the people that are doing, because the people who are doing are too busy doing to be seen. And so it's I know for a fact, I the amount of artists that I've seen, and it's yo, I'm getting played, and I already know who, because I've seen them connecting with you. And so it's what you're doing is really dope, and we definitely want to support it. And that's why it's any of the artists that you pull, any of our members that you're playing on the show, definitely make sure that you submit it when you start playing them, so that we can also feature it on the site as well, so it shows up on their profile as a connection being made, and them being featured on the station as well too, so that all that comes back to you. Yeah,
I'll be doing that via, I think, the Tastemaker program.
Yeah,
pick 2 artists to focus on. I didn't remember, or I'll go back and look at the details as to how to report that. If you have a reporting mechanism like what you're describing via that program, so that it is something that you guys can take and show the artist, hey, look, hey, this is what's going on here. Yeah. And let me give you another reason why, should you choose to, send your records to Dirty Fingers. Send your records to @FunkNation. Matter of fact, you should be following me right now, @FunkNation_radio. FUNK, one word, at FunkNation_radio here on Instagram and on Threads. If you're following me personally for whatever reason, it's at Mr. Dirty Fingers. Spell the whole thing out. No fancy Z, none of that. I'm a grown man. I need that respect. Spell it properly. Mr. Dirty. All right? All right. Here's the next reason why it is advantageous to an artist to get my attention. If I really like your music and I really like what you're about, and we connect in a way that maybe I call you, because I'll call an artist via Instagram. Hey, you busy? You up? I'm doing my show. My show is midnight to 3 a.m. Fridays and Saturday nights, and it's live. It's a live show. So sometimes I'll just cold call an artist. We'll connect and do an interview on the spot. Sometimes I'll set that up in advance. But if I'm really connected to an artist, their movement, their music, like a Young Band 100, then I will recommend them to T-Takes Radio in New York. I'll recommend them to Party 104.9 in New York. I'll recommend them to DJ BJ Clark at WRFT in Champaign, Illinois, to DJ 3W over at Strictly Hip Hop 101.9 FM in Illinois. Like any place that I know where there's an outlet that matches that music, I'll recommend the artist. So it's not just my spins, the royalties and the streams that you get from my airplay or my podcast play, but also the possibility to connect to other people that's not necessarily connected to Kelby. So take advantage of these type of situations where you are a member on this particular site, or you're just promoting yourself anywhere, you don't know who the other person knows. And, you might be trying to get the big dog in your market, but you got to get to the little dog first to even get the big dog's attention. And the little dog is doing the same thing the big dog is doing, but maybe not to the widest audience. But you need a period to know who you are and to like your music.
Yeah. And that's what I try to explain and get a lot of artists to understand is like this is a relationship business. And so for all of my artists, like our relationships, like the whole thing for the membership is for me to open up my relationships to become your relationships.
While you're talking.
You good. So my relationships become your relationships, but then their relationships become yours as well. It's just like, and similarly, like if and I think it's hard for a lot of artists to grasp that, because a lot of artists approach with a scarcity mindset. Like I've literally had artists tell me like, yo, I was like, your website, like my secret weapon, like all the events is on there and all this, man. I come there, I don't let nobody know about it. I'm like, so you find it like when artists will get online and tell you everybody who scammed them. Artists will get online and tell you everything that's wrong, but they find something good. They find someone who support their music. They find a platform that helps them out. And they're like, I can't let nobody know about this.
Yeah. That's the dumbest thing you can do, because in giving out great information, what you are doing is solidifying yourself as a good resource, as a trusted peer, as a peer that I can fuck with, pardon my French, because put me on to something that I didn't know or that I needed to know more about. And because of that, I look at you as a person of value. Right. That's the way you should look. I want you to expand your territory. You can't do that by keeping your fist like this. Nothing can go in your hands if you keep it like this. Yeah. You understand?
Yeah. And so that's the thing for like for all of the tastemakers, like the whole thing for me and what I try to explain to not just the tastemakers, but all of our members as well. Like the membership is a shortcut. It lets you see who sows and who's just out here trying to reap. Like that's all it is. Who's sowing and who's just out here trying to reap. And so like the whole thing with the membership, that's someone who's sowing. So they understand like, hey, I value relationships. I value other people helping me. I value, like, we got people who just slide to the inbox every week. Like I go to the inbox and it's just like a list of you tagging us on stuff. Like, bro, I'm never going to like none of this stuff. Like, we actually charge for the service. You're asking us to go like this stuff, share my stuff, big dog. Like my stuff, big dog. Like bro, we have a service. That is what we do.
Yeah, man.
So you
No,
don't.
I can't
So
even
you.
see you. I can't even see you and you're making me laugh. Hey, yo, I'm never gonna laugh. I
It's like,
love you.
but
Oh
it's
man.
like, it's that's the whole thing for us is like, okay, so you just a reaper. You just trying to reap, and that's why you never get enough. But like when you
Mm-hmm.
so like, and that's the beautiful thing, like with the people who have memberships, like we'll just see some stuff and just repost it, just share it because just like, oh, that's dope, share it, like, and share it in a group chat with some of the other people. Send it to some people that we know just need to know about it, not even on
Indeed.
no extra stuff. And so it's like that thing that goes on without anyone needing to be there or watching. And that's like what we're talking about with what you do. And it's like, and like just really want to commend you on that. And that's why, like, for all of our tastemakers, is for us to be very adamant with supporting y'all. And so it's like understanding that the people who had the membership, we have this conversation with them. This is in the, hey, if someone shows you love, you need to show them love back. Like if they
Mm-hmm.
put you on their show, you need to repost it.
Mm-hmm.
If they reach out to you, they play your record, you need to promote it. You need to let people know about it. And it's like, and even outside of them, we're gonna do it too. So we all doing it. So you posting it because it's your content, they posting it because it's associated, and we posting it because we support the whole situation. And so it just amplifies it for everybody to
Mm-hmm.
get a better look. But when a person is just a reaper, they don't see that. And
Nah, did you play
situations
my
get grim.
song? Did you play my song? Did you play my song? When I was
Yeah.
operating my station 24 hours, I had a DJ in South Africa that was sending me music and mixes. I reached out to him. He sent me a couple songs I liked. Then he was like, yo, play it. When you gonna play it? You gotta play it more. Like, all he was thinking about was generating royalties, so I gotta play his record. Bro, I like the record, but not like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? So you really gotta think about what they're asking people to do and how it comes off, how it sounds, right?
Yeah.
I am not the biggest DJ in this market, but I'm the only DJ in this market that does what I do. And you cannot find an FM radio show from Philadelphia to New Jersey that sounds like mine on the weekend and that plays artists that I play on the weekend, plus the hits. And I'll give you something else. I'll give you a little secret.
Mm-hmm.
I promote my show to the industry, to the emailers that I get direct or via my digital record pools, and I promote the show back to them and say, hey, I played your artist this week, or I'm about to play your artist, really like the show, the song, maybe send me a drop or whatever. When I send them the link and they open up the playlist, they're not just seeing their artists, they're
Mm-hmm.
seeing, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They are seeing you, or who is this? And they have the opportunity to listen to the show and not just hear how I mixed or talked about their artist, but how I talked about you.
Right.
So if you present yourself in a way that's memorable and pleasant, you know, and businesslike, and you're consistent with great music, like a Young Band 100, like the Empress Just, I'm waiting on that record. Just I don't know what's taking so long. Like Carlito Black, and what's
Low
homeboy's name? Old
Steve.
school, yeah, Low
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
Low
Old
Steve
school
is
player
good. This
vibes.
old school player vibes. You know, I'm going to be talking about Low Steve to other people. You know, yeah, you need to check out my man down in Mississippi. His name is Low Steve, or wherever he's at. You know what I mean? Blah blah blah.
In New Orleans,
New
like, and see,
Orleans.
what I really want y'all to pick up on is we just having a genuine conversation,
Hey,
and
shout out
he's name
to my niece
dropping.
Giselle. I love you, Giselle. She's in the chat. Thank you, Giselle. I love you.
I, uh, but yeah, he just like literally just name dropping artists that he's discovered through the platform that he likes their music and like, and I posted about this maybe a couple days ago. I think too often artists see people as like objects. You see them as this title, this person to play my record versus an actual person. And when you look at them as a person, then they become like, yo, this is a person with feelings and aspirations. And this is someone who loves music enough to make it a part of their career.
That's
And
right.
so if you get them to just as a person love your music and love your movement and support that, that's a different thing. And when we having these conversations, you feel me? Like you could hear the excitement when he brings up the artist in his voice because he likes the records. And it's like, you can't pay for that. Like,
Nope.
you can pay for spins, but you can't pay for that.
Okay,
And that's, I think that's the thing that go over a lot of artists' head. Y'all go around and y'all pay for the service. You can buy somebody's hand, but you can't buy their heart. And that's why, like, we don't sell like what we do like in a certain way. It's like, yo, we're gonna present you because we want you to earn people's hearts. We want a person to discover you on our platform. We want a person to buy into you on our platform. And like just hearing that, like this is like exactly what I'm talking about. So I need y'all to make sure that y'all follow Dirty Fingers. I need y'all to make sure y'all following Funk Nation Radio, Funk Nation Records, Javier Gooden. Follow him on the platform on makingitmag.com.
Yep.
Tap in with him. Is there any last words you want to lead the people with before you slide off?
Absolutely. The last words I'll agree with. First off, anybody that's asking me to mess with them or follow them or talk with them, you should follow me, because once this closes down, you see I'm going back to work and I can't see everybody's name. How am I going to follow up with you? How am I going to mess with you? So make sure you're following me so that I can follow up with you. Send me a DM or whatever. Number two, we are about to drop Young Kings Wear Crowns Volume 2 by Javier Gooden. Javier Gooden. Javier Gooden. It is the new mixtape. It's different from the previous mixtapes because there's less DJing on there and more of the album vibe, the album feel. We're telling a story about the evolution of his voice and sound from his first record at 15 years old to his newest material at 18 years old. It'll be available on our website, Funk Nation Recordings. Javier Gooden's website, actually. It'll be available on his website next week, Tuesday, and we're rolling it out every Tuesday to the Crowder streaming app, and we want to do something. We're making it for indies also. So that is what I literally just finished it, had a listening session last night for select people. Kelby, thank you for jumping in on that. And that is what we are about to do right now. And my latest update, as soon as my month is available, whatever that window is, it'll be talking about that.
All right. Definitely appreciate you tapping in. Y'all make sure y'all follow him. This has been Live with Making It for Indies featuring Dirty Fingers.
All right, guys. I'm going to close this out.